are going to be doing a DIY. It is a ceramic pumpkin, or 3 ceramic pumpkins all in different colors. I've been seeing this trend everywhere. It's really cute. You mix acrylic paint with baking soda and it just creates like a really nice, oh, I just dropped one, a really nice texture that looks like ceramic. And then I just put a little bit of gold paint on the stem. And yeah, I just think it was a cute little gold accent. So we are going to be transforming these. I got these at Michael's. I used them to decorate my fruit bowl, but then when I saw this trend, I was like, oh, I have to try it. So I did, and I love how they turned out. I have a bunch more of these pumpkins. I actually think I'm gonna paint all of them, but I just did 3 to test out different colors, and I'm obsessed. I hope you guys like this. And yeah, if you wanna learn how to do this, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting out this DIY with 4 colors and 2 brushes. 3 are going to be my paint colors for my pumpkins, and then my 4th color is going to be the gold stem color. So the first color that I'm mixing up right now is the yellow oxide. All of these colors are from the Liquitex Basics line. My lighter color is the unbleached titanium. That's going to be the color in the middle, and then the color on the top is the cadmium orange hue. And then the gold is just called gold, so that's pretty easy. And then the 2 brushes that I have are both Blick. My first one, the one I'm using right now, is the 1/2 inch flat from their Scholastic line, and then the one I used later on in the video is a size 6, also from their Scholastic line. So I just mixed up my paint with the baking soda. I use about 1 part paint and then 1.5 parts baking soda, but I didn't measure. It's not an exact science, just roughly. I put more baking soda than I did paint, and the more baking soda that you use, the more rough and chunky looking the paint will be. So it's really just personal preference, whatever you like and whatever you want to do. So I'm covering this up, and that's my first coat of my yellow oxide color. And then I wash off my brush and dip into the unbleached titanium. And then I'm going in with my second color and just painting my pumpkin, making sure I'm getting all of the creases, every inch of it, but I go in with a few more layers. So your first layer doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay if you can see through it a little bit. And actually you can prime these too if you'd like. I didn't. But if you wanted to, I think it would come out even better if you went over it with white paint first, or gesso, or whatever type of primer, just so you have a solid white or just solid color to paint on. It would probably help make it look a little more even. But for me, I just went right into it. Not necessary, but I think it would look even better if you did. So I'm just painting my pumpkin, getting every inch, and these are pretty small, so it actually went pretty quickly, which was nice. And now I'm mixing up my 3rd color, which is the cadmium orange hue from Liquitex Basics. And this color was way brighter out of the 2 than I expected it to be. So I added some white. This white is the Liquitex Basics acrylic paint in titanium white. And I added some more baking soda. If you add more paint, just make sure you mix in more baking soda so you can keep that ceramic consistency. And then I go in and I paint my pumpkin. And this is just the same as the past 2, just painting, making sure I'm filling in all of the holes. These pumpkins had a lot of dents in them, so I had to go back and fill them all in and go over them quite a few times to make sure everything was filled. And this paint is really thick when it's mixed with the baking soda, so just take your time and fill in those holes. It can take a little bit longer because the consistency is not quite what I'm used to, so it was different, but I really liked working with this. And also I think it helps if you go in a similar brush stroke, if you just go vertically or horizontally. I chose vertically up and down my pumpkins just to mimic the natural lines and curves of my pumpkins, so I found that to be helpful. And now, after you let them dry, after you're done with your first layer, just let them dry, and go ahead and add more layers into your pumpkins. I added 2 additional layers, so I had 3 layers in total. And you can see here I have all 3 side by side, just to speed up the process. You've seen this before, so go ahead and add your layers and until you get the consistency and transparency that you like. And now I'm going in and painting my stem. I'm sorry for the video quality here. I zoomed in on my camera and did not realize that it was very grainy looking, but that's okay. I'm working on it. And yeah, you just go through and you paint all of these stems with the gold color, or you can leave them as is. I actually really liked the brown color too on these pumpkins. I thought it was really unique and natural. I actually think a really like pale brown would have looked gorgeous on these with the baking soda. Just mixing that in and making like also a ceramic stem, I think would have been beautiful. But I went with gold and I love that too. The gold accents are gorgeous. I don't have a lot of gold accents in my apartment, but I don't know, I just find that they're like so cute and trendy and I love them, and maybe this will inspire me to get some gold accents. Who knows? But anyway, you just go ahead and paint those. That's pretty much it. I mean, you have to go over this a couple of times too. I think I added 2 layers of the gold paint just to make sure everything was covered and nothing was like showing through. I mean, it's okay if like the brown showed through a little, but I didn't want very much showing through. I wanted it to be gold. So I added 2 layers to mine, but you can add 3 or 4 or just 1 or none if you want. Totally up to you. But I'm just going through. Oh, and this is the brush that I mentioned before. That's the size 6 in the Blick Scholastic Wonder White. It is the like rounded top paintbrush. I think it's called Filbert if you want to check it out. So these are the pumpkins before and these are the pumpkins after. I really, really love how they turned out. Like I said in my intro, I think I'm going to actually paint all of them with this ceramic texture. I love it so, so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what you want to see from me next, and I will see you in my next video.